guys, well, what was supposed to be a 1 week refresh upgrade for our T-bucket here, it's, well, catastrophic failure, and we're on week 3. All right, well, I won't spoil it for you here. If you saw last week's episode, you know we kind of, just gonna say it out, we kind of effed ourselves on this project here that was supposed to be a 1 week upgrade that has now essentially turned into, well, week 3. Putting some head bolts in, I'm not gonna say I did it. I'm gonna say it was gonna happen eventually. So, in this episode, we're gonna repair some threads and attempt to install some helicoils in this Chevy 350. I will admit though, I'm trying to be pretty upbeat about this one, but man, I'm like, I'm pretty ticked off at this one actually. Like, you know where you are kind of starting to go crazy because you're just really frustrated? Yeah, that's where we're at. So, but we're gonna get it done. We're definitely gonna get it done. Let me show you what we got going on. So we're on, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the lower jacket bolts for the heads here, completely stripped out. We got half of a helicoil stuck in there that came out on one. And imagine that on the other side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same side. And we have, well, there's half a helicoil stuck in there. Now, we only have the 2 so far. But what I noticed when I was torquing this one down is this one started to act pretty funny too. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna repair that one, the one on the other side. Then we're gonna double check and make sure we don't have any more that are hidden in this motor. Let's go ahead and get started here. We have some of our shop supplies ready. YouTube's got a pretty, well, they've got a pretty serious code of conduct when it comes to stuff like that. Say adult Kool-Aid. But, wow, where are we at here? So we're gonna do a 7/16. Never used a Heli-Coil kit in my life. I've tapped some holes successfully and unsuccessfully. But we're gonna do the 7/16 14 here. Now, we got a little bit of an issue because I started trying to test fit some stuff, but I'll show you. So I've got 2 coils here. I've got one that's a 7/16 and the other one that's a 3/8. Now I had a little bit of issues here. I sat down, I've been looking at this, and while this had a helicoil in it, I was thinking since half of it's in there, we could just put a new one in there and screw it in. And well, when I take the 7/16, which again, the hole is tapped and it's got a 7/16 half a coil in there, this one doesn't actually go in the hole. I'll tell you why in a second. Now you take the 3/8, the 3/8 lines up just perfectly, and it's almost like it starts to screw right into the hole right there. Now, we got to use a 7/16 bolt. So I've been staring at this for hours, trying to figure this out. And well, what I'm finding out is the coil that was in here was a lot more light duty than these ones that require essentially a 1/2-inch hole to be drilled into the block for these to actually be set in. I have to remove a pretty thick amount, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I have to do some pretty significant drilling in here to actually get this set. Now on top of that, this goes right into the water jacket. So we can't go all the way through, because what'll happen is we'll end up pushing our coil all the way through right into the coolant sleeve. So we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle here. Do we drill all the way through and then tap halfway and install the coil? Or do we drill all the way through, tap all the way through, and just set the coil just enough where it's right on the top lip and flush with the top of the block? So we're gonna try to figure that one out here. Again, the old ones are still in there. I'm hoping that by drilling them out and tapping, and we just remove them, we're gonna knock them on the inside, and that's about as far as it's gonna go. Well, imagine that. Look what I found when I actually need it. These never show up when you need them. I think I've got like 20 of them. And that ain't gonna fit in there. Well, we gotta find a bigger drill. I don't know if I got a bigger one. Be big enough. I don't know if it's gonna be powerful enough though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure we got the right one here. All right, that was pretty easy on that one. Gonna work there. Man, that's aggressive. We're on the right hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That's right, I'm using assembly lube. So this one here has a helicoil that's completely stuck in it. Well, it broke off halfway. All right, that drilled that one out, didn't it? There wasn't really much meat to cut there. It's a bit concerning. Let's take a look and see if, I think maybe we just only cut the threads away. And I don't see anything else in there. I don't feel anything else in there. The rest of the helicoil fell into the water jacket there. I'm not worried about that, but wow. I wonder what that old coil was actually binding onto. Probably just a small amount of thread. Maybe that's why it's stripped out. All right, so I actually already tried a T-handle on this and found that the T-handle wasn't gonna work that great, but look what I found. Perfect for a tap, 3/8 socket. Let's see how this works out for us. Oh, there's some nice little threads in there. I feel like we're doing brain surgery here. All right. We're making good progress here. I'm actually pretty, well, I'm not gonna jinx us, but I'm happy the way this is moving along already. Knowing my luck, this normally doesn't work like this. Now, I'll tell you a little story. Many years ago, I had a machine shop do this for a jet ski valve cover. It was a Bombardier, so it was very proprietary. And I think 3 helicoils, if I remember, it's a little over $800. So I see the machine shop not using hand tools to do this. More than likely, they're probably using, you know, a press or something. But all right, well, this is where things get good here. I'll make sure this sucker does not come out. Enough of this crap. Just a little more. Want it right below the surface there. Now we gotta break off that little tang in there. Yep, and it broke off, cool. So far we got success on that first one there. It's in. I'm gonna let it sit with the red Loctite. And then I'm really contemplating on that one. I went back and watched the video. That one actually slipped. When it got to about, it looked like about 38. I never noticed, there's no helicoil in there, but I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna do some thinking on that one. Don't see any others in here just yet. I might get a second eye to take a peek, but I would say we could be proud about that one so far. Alrighty, same game plan here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure we're on the right one here. Alright. Make sure that's straight. Those look pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that there. It's way better than what it looked like before. Where are we at here? Well, we got that one in there. As soon as that camera focuses, so you can see it there. Let's jump over to the other side really quick. I think we got one more that we're gonna go ahead and do since I'm feeling awfully ballsy tonight. So now that, well, this isn't the ultimate test, but let's make sure it threads in. All right, so that looks good. Let's check the other side and driver's side. All right, well, that one's in. Well, heck, that worked out pretty well there, didn't it? Got it done. So I ended up doing one more on the driver's side. I believe it would be, I don't know, what do you say, number 18 bolt all the way in the back. So I'm pretty happy. Can sleep good tonight knowing that those are in. Now, whether they're gonna hold, I have absolutely no idea. So we'll find out tomorrow. But I'm gonna get moving. I'm gonna let this sit for 24 hours and then we're gonna get the heads put on and then I'll see you guys another weekend.